Hello people and welcome back to another video. Yes, it's happening again. I am going to auction to get some more comic books. It is Monday, it is viewing day at the auctions, and there's a selection of comic books completely different from the last ones. So we're going to go in there, have a look, see what there is, and then obviously tomorrow the ones I'm interested in I'm going to go and buy. So if you're excited for this video, hit that thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you are new. But let's get in that auction and see what there is.
So it's definitely from the same collector, same writing. So we got, that's a first edition of Brute. Iron Man. That's a very old one, 18. Wow. Uh, 57. $101. Nice one. Number 30. That's worth something. The Spot. He was in the latest Spider-Verse. Oh, nice cover. A bit more modern. Guardians of the Galaxy. Four's got quite a few. Silver Surfer. Very nice. Black Panther number 2. Number 15. Number 12. Daredevil. Nice.
I've just got back from the auction and it was a busy auction today. It's very, very busy. Spent around £270. That's obviously with fees. So I spent less on the comics, but obviously in auctions you have to pay fees, auction costs. They are all here. I'm not going to go through them all because I will be ages. There isn't as many as the other lot I brought up recently, but I'm just going to go through some of the ones which are worth a lot of money, and I might get them graded. I'll go through them individually, like through sections. So I've got Iron Man's, I've got Captain America's, I've got Spider-Man's, I've got Thor's, I've got a pile of different characters like Silver Surfer. So I'm going to go through a few and just tell you how many is in that total. This one stood out for me the most, and it's the first appearance of Man Brute. It's in really good condition, but there is a stamp in the corner. The second one was this one because it just stood out. The artwork, I do really like it, and it's in very good condition and it pops out. The colour is just completely not faded at all. You're looking around £250, you know, getting it graded at a high level. The other one is worth a bit more, but it's not in as good condition. Next lot is Iron Man, and there's a few more, I would say, more expensive ones. I have got a very early issue, and I've got a number 18. So this is a very, very early issue. And it's not in bad condition, to be fair. You know, there's a few little bits where it's fraying, you know, sign of age, you know, and also the colour is not popping. It's not as good as the other ones because it's older. This is one of the ones I'm going to get graded because a 9.8 is worth about £1,300. I don't think it's going to get a 9.8, but it could get into the 9s just, I would say, because it's just looks a bit old. It looks like it needs a makeover. I've got quite a cool few Iron Mans, but the one that out of them all that standed out for me was this one, and this is Iron Man facing off with Doctor Doom. This issue is a number 150. It's from 1981. You're looking about £30 if I want to sell this like this raw, but if I want to sell this after it's been graded and it gets a high grade, you're looking around the £400 mark. And the final one, which is And maybe to get graded is this. Just because if this is graded at a high grade, you're looking around £600 to £700. If I wanted to sell all the Ironmans ungraded, you're looking around £117. If I graded the ones that I think that potentially are worth grading, you're looking around just under £3,000. So it's a big, massive difference. Of course, it all depends on the grading. I'm not saying they're worth £3,000, but if the grades are high, then they're going to be up in the £1,000 mark. Next pile is Spider-Man, and there is a lot of nice Spider-Man comics here. A lot of them are sort of, I would say, when they're graded, they're worth about £80, £90. But I'm not going to grade them for that because it's going to cost around, not far off that, to grade a magazine. I'm not saying it costs £80, but I'm not going to grade them when the prices are worth that much, and that's me risking spending a lot of money to get stuff graded when I'm never going to get the money back for it. So there was no point in for me. It doesn't work out for me. But one of the ones I am definitely going to get graded is this, and this is an annual of The Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 16, and it is from 1982. The special thing about this is the first appearance of Captain Marvel. And it's not the Captain Marvel we know from the films. This is the woman that Captain Marvel gave her powers to. This is worth around £400 when graded at a high level. This is a very good conditioned one. I would give this over 9 myself. You know, I don't know about grading. I don't know how it works, but this is definitely a good grade. There is no tearing, there's no rips, there is nothing wrong with it at all. There's a little dog ear on the back there, but it will get sorted when it gets pressed. I've got another couple of cool ones. This one, because it's Guardians of the Galaxy, and I've always liked Guardians of the Galaxy. This is worth about £300 when graded, and again, this is in very good condition. If I wanted to sell the Spider-Mans now, I'm looking about £129. That's how much they sell for on eBay. If I wanted to get some of them graded, I'm probably looking around the 1,200 to 300 mark, just on probably 2 or 3 ones which I'll probably get graded. Next lot I got was 4, and there was a lot of them. I'm not going to go through all these because there is a lot. This is the one that is worth the most. It's a 1966 4. A high grade, you're looking at crazy amount of money. At a 9.2 grade, this sells for over £200. At a 9.8 grade, if you can find one, you're looking at £1,500 all day long. It's not a 9.8 grade because if you can see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, you probably can't, but somebody sometime in the past basically have drawn around all the figures, so they've been tracing around the figures. It's not in pen, but it's got a line all the way around both figures, and you can see it when you do that, it glistens. There's also a lot of wear and tear. It's very brittle. Am I going to get this graded? I might get this graded just because of the age. You know, it deserves getting graded, and somebody actually might want it. You know, just because it's not a high grade, it could still probably fetch maybe £200, £300, £400. I don't know. I don't know how many of these are left in the world, so it's worth getting it graded. But I'm not going to get it graded straight away. On the other hand, this could get the high grade that I want. There is a few dinks and dents everywhere, but the presses should be able to get that out. You can actually see it in the line that like goes across the H. But raw value for one of these is about £9. But if you get it graded and it comes out at a high grade, you're looking 400 plus. Finally, the last 4 magazine, which I'm probably going to get graded, is this. I don't know why this is worth so much, but you're looking around £800 for this magazine. See, who the people who live, breathe and die for comics will know why this is worth much more than others. But yeah, it's a really good conditioned one as well, so that one will be definitely getting graded. lot was like a bit of everything. So I'm just going to go through these now because I don't want to make the video like 4 hours long. The highlights of this pile were a Supergirl first edition, which can go for a lot of money. The spine is very tatty though, so I don't know how much this is really worth. Probably the best magazine in the whole of the auction was this. And this is a Silver Surfer 11. This is worth a lot of money. But raw value for this is £25. So I could sell this for £25 straight away now. If I get it graded and it comes to a 9.8, I don't think it will be a 9.8. I don't think it's going to be far off a 9, but a 9.8 has fetched £4,600. Yes. I mean, if I can get a 9.6, a 9.4 maybe, it's not that bad condition. It's just a little bit of where the corners have just like turned over there, you know, that bit. That's all there is. So hopefully this is going to be definitely graded. If I do grade anything, I will obviously do a video about it and see what it gets, you know, like a grading boxing video. So yeah, that's another one. I also picked up a couple of Daredevil ones, which are pretty cool. They're both in really good condition. Also picked up 3 Black Panther issues. I picked up a number 10, the 12, and a number 15. I wanted to sell that. That would be roughly around £140 ungraded, but you're looking at £6,000 if I sell all that and, you know, get the ones graded, because obviously that Silver Surfer one, I'm not saying it's going to get that because they are 9.8s. They are like pristine condition, and the older the magazine gets, the harder it is to get a 9.8. But it's worth getting graded because it's such an old magazine and it'd be protected. You know, it's better than getting it in a board like this because you could get damaged, you could get squashed. And yeah, probably would in this house because I have got so much different things, because I'm a reseller and I have pottery, I have vintage toys, I have clothing, I have everything. And yeah, it could get damaged. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what was your favorite comic. Mine, I would say, it has to be the Silver Surfer, not just because it's worth the most, but he's just cool in it, Silver Surfer. The Spider-Man ones, there was a few nice ones. I did like the Guardians of the Galaxy one. But yeah, it's the Silver Surfer one. It's just different, isn't it? Thank you for watching. Obviously, if you did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you are new.